All right, so we're currently on a rally here in Thailand, northern part of Thailand, beautiful mountain region, and I'm here with Tennster or Ten?
Tennster. Yep. Tennster is my Instagram name.
You can find him at Tennster on Instagram. We'll put it here in a link in the description as well. But Tennster, you put on Ren Drive, right? This is the rally? Ren Drive?
This is our annual road trip.
And what is Ren Drive? Like, what is it?
Ren Drive is just a bunch of guys that have the same passion. Like, we all like Porsche, and then we kind of like got together about 10 years ago. It's kind of started like people that have cars and they don't know where to go, what to do with it, basically. So every Sunday we would like let's go for a coffee run, take some pictures. We leave early and then we'll be home by 11. So you have time for your family, whatever. So that's how it gets started. It's like very simple. Yeah. And then it just kind of like got a little bit bigger and bigger. And then we thought, hey, why don't we do a road trip? And that's how it started. So we do like a couple of road trips a year at least, up north and then down south. And so we've been enjoying the northern Thailand ever since, because the road here is just so fun.
And how do people get involved in Ren Drive? Like, how do these people, do they apply or something? Or
it's usually word of mouth. Our rules is very simple. We don't have a fee or a membership program or anything. It's just like you just have to show up. If you show up to Ren Drive Sunday, we have a meeting every Sunday, like a coffee meeting. And as long as you show up to that at least twice or 3 times, we'll invite you into the group. But the rules is that you have to be involved, which means like at least you have to come like once a month. And every year we will do a review. Like if people don't show up, then we'll kick them out of the group, basically. And then they can come back in once they come back again.
Gotcha. Okay.
Very easy.
Very easy going, yeah. And like, how long ago did this start?
How long what?
How long ago did this start?
10 years.
10 years
ago. Last year was our 10 years, so this is our 11th years.
So this came before Das Treffen?
Oh yeah, way before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And does this mix with Das Treffen at all, or is it like?
Yeah, I mean, the core, the Das Treffen 1.
Yeah.
I mean, the core car was from the Ren Drive guys.
Okay.
And a little bit of and also Porsche Club Thailand, but the core is from Ren Drive guys. And like when I started Das Treffen, I thought just it's like an annual party for Ren Drive guys.
Yeah.
Basically, and then like but it's open, right? And then it's turned into something a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. And because I already know that the Ren Drive guy, they're kind of active and very passionate. So if you do like a meeting or something, they would more than happy to get their cars out. And because at the time, I think most of the Aircooled car, the classic cars, is pretty much within the Ren Drive group.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it's like no-brainer that we should try to do something like this, especially if we if I was running the magazine.
Yeah.
And we became. The magazine is kind of like the middleman, right? You can like invite like all these groups together, not just Ren Drive, but all the other groups together, and that's make up Das Treffen because the meeting. So everybody come to the meeting.
Yeah, and
basically.
I should probably preface this. What is Das Treffen?
So Das Treffen is when I start when they actually asked me to do this magazine called GT Porsche, which is like a Thai version of the English one. I thought that we could have a meeting. We could actually have a proper car meeting, because now we have like a middle ground.
Yeah.
And so I call up Wu, Wu.
Yeah.
And then we just talk about it. Let's do this. And they go, yeah, let's go. And we kind of like come up with the name Das Treffen in the meeting. It was a bit longer, like the meeting of Porsche enthusiasts. Like we just call it the meeting.
Yeah.
Das Treffen in German is like the meeting. Yeah.
The meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And like, this is my first year in Thailand, but first time seeing Das Treffen, and holy cow! Like, how many
like
cars? 600. Oh,
600 cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the uniqueness of us is the people who come to the show is actually the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain, because like when we go to this kind of event, it's always curated, right? Which is great.
Yeah.
Lufen gets like all the beautiful layout, like, but here it's just like, the show is about the people who come to the show, so
that's great.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like Das Treffen. I think like in my takeaway from like Thailand and Porsche, because each culture has its different way of doing Porsche, I feel like, you know?
I agree.
And the 911, I don't think it's the perfect car, but I think it's the perfect platform, or one of the best platforms for people to build their perfect car off of.
Yeah.
And the way I see like Thailand building their cars, like RWBs, Tech Arts, all this beautiful, like there's a very fine art form, I feel, here in Thailand that you see in like the US, but you don't really see in Europe. Europe I think is very like OEM plus.
OEM plus.
It looks race car from the factory almost. And that's the way I feel like most of their custom cars are. In America, it's a little bit of mixture, but here it's very much very creative. It's very individualized. And it's almost like an extension of the individual.
Yeah, this like it's there's no rules here, so it's kind of like you do what you want to do, like your vision of the car, and also is you have to it's because our geography is very different. The car here is 300% more expensive than everywhere else in the world, so it's a passion investment, a true passion investment. Even when you see a guy like say, a Boxster 986. Everywhere else it would be like, at this time it would be like nothing, right? But here it's still like a big chunk of your investment. So we kind of know that if you have one or you buy one, it's more like an emotional investment rather than just like something cheap.
That's interesting.
Very different mindset.
Because I think the mindset in American culture is like, you're going to sell this car, so you shouldn't do anything to it. Like I hear that all the time. You want to think about resale value, but which you're saying, like, because it's 3 times more expensive here?
Yeah,
to buy a car? Yeah. That people not necessarily don't care about the resale, but they're much more long-term investment. They think, I'm going to have this for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Most people will have their car for a long time, so they tend to, to like, what's the word here? So they tend to be like very attached.
Invested
attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're stopping at a gas station now, but I think that's a good stopping point on this.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Thanks, Ten.
No problem, man.